taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like...
It is a building that first hosted football way back in 1966 as EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the London Black Knights and the Oakland Raiders. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Set, 20, 58, come on. Yo.
On first down, Best fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Alert!
Mayfield down. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Black Knights.
180!
They'll run on first down. Pass. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Danny. Switch. Regular. Hey, alert.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Bring it.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 13-yard line. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him, but right now he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
218, jump. Hey, alert.
From the gun, Mayfield. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Set, ready, 30 base. He wants the mic. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Check 99. Check 99. Go. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51. Go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Go. Go. 51.
On 1st down, Bishop. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
You got nothing.
2nd and 4. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Raiders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Let's go.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
51, Mike. Mike 51. Hey, let's get that.
They'll look to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Yep.
2nd and 2. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. The 30, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Ready.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They're going to look to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter #1. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
2nd and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball. Hey, alert 33. Hey, Zoo. Big time drive.
Here's Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally, you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out Okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
At the 5-yard line.
On second down now. It's Bishop, and he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
14, Raiders 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak. Got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Now a draw play for Gurley. They find some open field here. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 1:50 left to go in the second quarter. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. He'll drop to throw, and he finds McLaurin. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Back to throw now on first down. Slings this deep from McLaurin, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Ready.
So line of scrimmage still a 39 on 2nd and 10.
Ready.
They'll look to throw here. In trouble, and he's taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go now. 70, Indy. You gonna get this boy? Hey, high 7. Yo, go. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Hey. All day. 51's the Mike. 51's now.
You ain't doing nothing today. 25, check 25, check 25.
Check the two.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taking it about the 16. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Run. Hey, Alpha.
Mayfield to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen.
Plant, you're out. Check 3. Hey, Charlie. Check safety. Undercrunch. Slam.
Check 13, check 13.
Yes. Forget it.
They'll run on first down. It's Bishop, and he's going to take this down to about the 17. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Boom! That's what I'm talking about. Nice
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick here is good. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando, standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Wide. Get wide. Check. Fresno.
Yeah. They'll keep it on the ground. Bishop. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now a give, right side. It's Bishop. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, tight.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Mike, 58, right there.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnston. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 14 yards there and a 1st down.
Point it right.
First down.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Mayfield looks to throw. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Check right. Watch that in.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try the left side. Best. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
20. 58. Regular. I got it.
Throwing. Mayfield. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This will be taken in at the 1. What a spin. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He is proving his worth defensively, getting the sack here. That comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
$58.
180.
58, right there. You don't want it?
Run.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. From 19 yards away. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10.
Check hot route. Hot.
SOS.
Go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for the Raiders. 45 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Watch the run.
They'll drop the throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Watch the pass. Here we go.
Now a give, right side. It's Bishop. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll set up a throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Exit. Get it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
To throw, Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And a huge play that time. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Mike 58, right there. Alert, 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 alert. Hey, orbit. On
2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Mike.
180.
Here we go. Double tight, guys. Double tight.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage there by Trayvon Mullen. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has the better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. My God.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On first down, Bishop. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Back to throw here. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talks about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
2nd and 6. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and now it's 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. They go for it on fourth down, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. And his pass incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Hey, Echo.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's caught by Aguilar. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Shift. Watch switch.
2nd down and inches. This is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Raiders get a score closer. The tight end can kind of be that diamond in the rough secret weapon that you have, and right there they show you why.
Yeah, and it's becoming less of a secret, isn't it, partner? Every game that we do nowadays, the tight end is a featured receiver, not just a blocker, as in the days of old.
Check 24. Watch 24. Look at me. Zipper. Check. Shift. 53. Get it. 53.
They'll try to run it here. And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. And they got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Mayfield on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Let's go.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Mayfield, he can't get him down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's Mayfield. And it is is incomplete. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow. Talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule. If someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Foster Moreau, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
180! 50's the mic! I'm out. You better bring it. Up, Delta! Hey, we got Mike 50. Hey, Delta! Here we go. You go tight. You got real. You got tight right there.
Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Let's go. No. Off. Watch the ship. Regular. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hurry.
They go play action. Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Mayfield to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy could be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for him, too.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. From 21 yards away. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the posts. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic, faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah.
You never had it. The stuff she used to
did the same. It smelled terrible. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at their 49-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for our visitors, the win will help them keep pace